So let's go ahead and dive into the second one. And for the second one, we're going to mix it up. We're going to do a legacy book. And you might be like, ooh, what legacy book could Organized Chaos be diving into? What could he be diving into? Well, you know what? We're going to do a legacy book I've been meaning to cover for a while. Because I've had this issue for a while. Fucking Cyberfrog number goddamn 1. Hey guys, I need you to do me a favor. Help me fight the algorithm. Go ahead and hit like, hit that subscribe button, and hit that bell icon for new notifications. Thank you. Ethan Van Sciver. This is the first issue of Cyberfrog he did back in... let me go ahead and dig up the physical copy here. There's my physical copy. He did this back in 1996, I want to say. This is before Comicsgate, before he was fired from Marvel and DC. This is just a book that he did, kind of. It's a... You know, yeah, this is 1996. This is, Is there a month? No. Oh, no, February. February 1996. If memory serves, I believe Ethan would have been around 22 when he did this. So this is a while ago. It's before comic. Yeah, Cyberfrog is older than Comicsgate. He's been doing it. I guess he's technically been doing it for a while, but I don't know. Over the years, I think he's done like a half dozen Cyberfrog issues. So it's not like it's a spanning fucking history. There's not that many. Yeah, this is just when he was a regular comic artist, and this is a project he wrote and drew. So, you know, we'll check this out. I got this from the same source I got Isom from, and I haven't gotten anything from them since, so we probably won't have much in the way of Chud books, because I'm not going to buy them independently. So, you know, we got Cyberfrog 1 and Isom 1. It's good enough to get started. Anyways, first spine-shattering issue. Directing Traffic. Story and art, Ethan Van Sciver. Robin Setlock. Letters. Alright. And then, yeah. So, it starts out with this guy. There's a couple of guys that are holding a woman hostage. You know, it looks like they're going to probably they're robbing her and possibly worse. You know, the usual comic book stuff. Cyberfrog catches wind, and he jumps in to save her. Look alive, it's raining death. Directing Traffic. Biblical quote, which is interesting. And that's the thing, we'll go into it, but like, there is kind of a fun humor to this. Like, the biblical quote almost kind of works because it's almost self-serious, but also knowingly stupid. This book is just insanely freaking stupid, but it's also knows it's stupid and kind of just goes nuts. Like the biblical quote here. And if thou refuse to let my people go, behold, I will smite thy borders with frogs, and the river shall bring forth frogs abundantly, which shall go up and bust skull. I'm thinking that's not 100% biblical quote. But anyways, yeah, so this woman's getting messed up. Cyberfrog jumps into the rescue. At first they're like, what the fuck? It's a frog? And yeah, he jumps to the rescue, and he just fucking beheads somebody, punches a guy straight through the spine, kicks him straight through the spine on that one. Fucking, yeah, and he just mutilates them all. It's insane. And the woman's like, the fuck? Why did you kill them? And he's like, well, you could just say thank you. And she's like, but you fucking murdered all of them. What the fuck's wrong with you? And he's like, yeah, you know what? I'm out of here. It's kind of a weird scene, because it kind of sets up the idea that Cyberfrog's a fucking basket case. Absolutely fucking insane. But yeah. Anyways, we get some of the inner monologue of Cyberfrog, and here's what I think is interesting. I'll go ahead and read it. I don't know. It may not work well if I'm reading it, but last night, the partially eaten up and digested bodies of 18-year-old Darren Stewart and Marionette Richards were found outside blah, blah, blah. That wasn't me. Those kids sounded like innocents, and I don't kill innocents. I make it a point. That's not the main problem, though. The main problem is my homing sense. It automatically guides me to crime scenes, and it allows me to dole out justice as I see fit. And here's the thing, like, his internal monologue, to me, and you may not be able to tell, because I don't know how to do an Ethan voice at all, but it sounds a lot like Ethan. Which I want to stress, I actually don't think there's anything wrong with that, especially for an early work. I think one of the trickiest things when writing is to be comfortable with your own voice and kind of just putting it in there and making it something that flows and that people can get into. And I can see what Ethan's doing here. So like the fact that I read this and I get Ethan's voice kind of shining through. You know, not the bigoted voice, but just like his normal talking voice. That's I mean, again, I'm gonna give him credit for that one. That's actually decent. And then we get to the villain, who is honestly Incel Man. It's this dude who's been like rejected. He's a loner, and he's adapted this, and he's decided to embrace this evil amulet thing that is just dark and messed up. Well, yeah, Cyberfrog reminds you of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Yeah, no, obviously. Well, Cyberfrog, I mean, actually, here, let me go ahead and grab it real fast, because I have it right here. Cyberfrog just always remind me of this, which is a Ninja Turtles knockoff. It's freaking Battletoads. Yeah, my son actually left the game in there too. But yeah, it just felt like it's Battletoads, except there's one, and he's a bit more mental. But anyways, and Battletoads was always just kind of it was a kind of a shameless Ninja Turtles knockoff. So like being a derivative of a derivative, kind of wonky. But anyways, yeah, we got the incel dude. He's outcast by society. He's embraced this evil dark amulet. There's these other kids who they're kind of losers too, but like everybody's a loser at a certain age. And this kid is just, oh god, yeah, dude, like, I don't know if I want to say it's the hardest game I've ever made, but Jesus fucking Christ, I never beat it. That's for damn sure. Shit. Edginess to the max. By the way, did you guys ever read the Max comic book series? That was fun. I read I think I have the first graphic novel down. That was a fun one. Funny. Anyways, we're offshoot from Cyberfrog here. There's these other kids meeting up, you know, and he's obviously off to a corner, kind of pissy at them. And then he's gonna do his evil spell, and then they're like, "What are you doing, man?" And then he becomes a big old monster, and he's gonna kill them. Aha! Kind of like Cyberfrog. So, anyways, he kills the one dude, and then the two ladies are left, and then he eats up the girls as well. Good fun. Good fun. I do think it's interesting how this guy is apparently named Ben Reilly, too. Interesting. So, yeah. He looks like Carnage, and he's called Ben Reilly. Yeah. So, we get Cyberfrog. He's chilling at his place. And, you know, there's reports of kids getting killed, and he's like, okay, I need to figure out what's up with this. And so, yeah, he goes on a mission to see what he can track down. Yeah, we're just kind of he's going through some of his early days, it seems like. You know, I guess when he was less Cyberfroggy. He's looking around, seeing what he can find out. He's yelling at people. He's beating up this old woman. Cyberfrog is not the most sensitive fellow. Not the most sensitive fellow. And then he encounters these guys, and there's some weird creatures in this universe. And then there's this woman who gets encountered by an incel guy. And, you know, incel guy is approaching her. And then she ends up kicking him in the balls and running away. So she's now a victim of incel guy. I don't know. A woman standing up for herself? I feel like that's kind of woke. Ethan. This isn't supposed to be woke, Ethan. What the hell? That's actually like just regular old fucking writing. And you're being woke, Ethan. Stop it. Anyways, yeah, so incel guy just goes back to his place, all satanic, you know, chilling out. And he's just doing some evil shit. It looks like he's doing some evil ritual, you know, as evil guys do. And then he grows some wings and flies off. And that's pretty much the book. There's not a whole lot to it. And then we get this interesting profile, Ethan Van Sciver, where he admits he's from Mormon land. What's the weirdest thing that ever happened to you? You know, a cruel question would be, what's the weirdest thing a fan ever sent you? Well, a chick sent me nude photos. There's a stuffed frog sitting over her crotch and it scared the hell out of me. Changed my mailing address. Interesting. Wow. Linda Carter versus Muhammad Ali. He goes with Linda Carter. No, but yeah, this is again, we're dealing with Ethan pre-Comicsgate here. And then, you know, just some goofy stuff. And then number 2, Ben Reilly gets stomped. So, this book was actually okay. As much as I, was expecting to completely hate it, and it's not, perfect by any means. This is fine, if I'm being completely honest. And I want to stress, Ethan Van Sciver is not a person I endorse. He is a piece of shit. But, you know, he encourages hate and harassment campaigns against people. He's, you know, outside just the general toxicity he spreads in his YouTube channel. He raises money for books, then he is wildly late on. Inexcusably late on. So much so that even something like Indiegogo, which has wildly lenient terms, has given him limits, saying you can't do that. He will still push those limits, and he complains about getting shadow banned, and it's like, yeah, because you're overdue. You're wildly overdue on your fucking campaigns, dude. All of that put aside, judging Cyberfrog by itself, I think it's got a decent tone. I think it's got, the artwork is not... The artwork is... It's not really my cup of tea, but, it works for the world he's set up. I'll be blunt. I think it's a 4-star book. And I hate giving it a 4-star because... I'm not fond of Ethan Van Sciver. I'm not a fan of how he does his business. I'm not a fan of what he does to people. And when I say what he does to people, I mean what he does to not just the people he sends his fans to harass, but also how he kind of trains his fans to harass people and kind of normalizes it. I'm not a fan of any of that, but if I'm being completely honest with you guys, Cyberfrog #1, it's a decent book. It's decent. I don't have anything massively negative to say about it. It's got an entertaining tone of voice. Ethan's got a good tone throughout the whole thing, and then his voice is shining through. He has a characterization for Cyberfrog where he's almost like this disconnected alien who wants to do the right thing, but like doesn't really understand exactly what the right thing is. And then you got villain incel man who just doesn't understand anything and is just killing everybody for shiggles because he feels the world owes him something when it doesn't. God, that kind of sounds like Ethan too, feeling like the world owes him something when it doesn't. That's an Ethan all the way through. So I guess Ethan's the villain in Cyberfrog #1. I don't know, but no matter what you say, like I said, by itself, the book is fine. The book is fine. Do I support buying one? No, because Ethan's a piece of shit. Go pirate one, but it's fine. I don't have anything massively negative. Not the best book I've ever read, but it's decent. It's fine. I didn't hate myself after reading it.
Books, records, films, these things matter. Call me shallow. It's the fucking truth.